you see, you've addressed it from the policy level. And here, Liz, we like talking about small doable actions and making a big difference in health. You've seen an amazing, wonderful garden. And when you're explaining to us, we saw some of the plants that you have invested in. They're indigenous. They attract less pests. The labor is low, you know. So what can you tell people, at your own space, at your own level, that small thing that you can be able to do to increase the nutrition, food supply in your home for nutrients. And also maybe even somebody can do it for business. Yeah, where can they start? What can they do? What are some of the simple things somebody can do? Because somebody is saying, my space is small. How do I have you leave your space? You have some space. Yeah, maybe tell us.
Yes, I will tell people, start from where you are. Start with what you have at hand. If you have a small space, very small space, I'm sure if you go to people's compounds, you'll find people have planted flowers. Even if it's a small space, they have planted flowers for beautification. Instead of those flowers, instead of those flowers, can you plant fruits? And under that, you can plant sweet potatoes, because sweet potatoes are like they can grow under other trees, other plants. So you plant sweet potatoes as undercover.
Yes.
So you're having sweet potatoes. The sweet potato leaves themselves are food.
Okay.
Yes, you can use sweet potatoes as vegetables. And then the sweet potato itself, the tuber, is now food.
Yes.
And then on top of them, you have the fruits. So you actually, in a very small space, you can produce enough food. And then you can put a small box or container, whatever it is you have. Even these buckets, you can plant some vegetables there, like skuma wiki or spinach.
Yes.
You just need a very small space to be able to be productive for your own, even your own family.
Yeah.
So you can be able to produce. And why I encourage people to be able to produce even as little as they can, you know that whatever you're producing is safe for you and your family.
Absolutely.
Because as you have seen some reports indicating that vegetables in the market, there is a lot of agricultural chemicals residues in these vegetables.
Sure.
So we want to start from where people are, promote good, nutritious food where people are, and then also engage people who are producing food in large scale to ensure that the food is safe for human consumption.
Wow.
So that is like at the very basic level.
Yeah.
If you have a kitchen, a backyard where you can put a kitchen garden, you can do that. Do what you are able to do with what you have. For entrepreneurship, we are in the Zero Hunger Initiative. We are working with youth groups and women groups in communities here in Nairobi. So really, they use spaces, and we are seeing a lot of positivity even with the government.
Yes.
They are providing space. They are committed with their spaces in the community. They are positive towards allowing the youth and women groups to really do whatever they are able to do in that space. So groups are doing farming in those spaces. So this is what we call edible landscaping.
Yeah.
So we plant a lot of fruits in the compound. Instead of planting flowers, we plant fruits. So they act as flowers, but also fruits and food. So we get a lot of food from here. Okay. Like this is what we call strawberry guavas or cherry guavas.
Cherry guavas.
Yeah, some people call them strawberry guavas, others cherry guavas.
Okay.
But you can see this is now the fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small guava, but which also looks like a strawberry inside. Yeah. Yeah, we have strawberries, nice. We have onions, we have different things here. So it's like a landscaping in itself. It's beautiful, but it's also food. These are signs of the fruits we've eaten. These are pomegranates. Okay. So they are beautiful.
Actually, it looks a flower.
It's like a flower, but it's also pomegranates. Yes. Although these small ones, I've realized they are not as useful, like as compared to the bigger ones.
Yeah.
The bigger ones are So these ones produce small ones, eh?
Yes.
So they haven't become very big,
Yes.
but still it's beautiful. Even if it was for nothing, it's very beautiful. Have you ever eaten a fig fruit?
This is, I just read from the Bible. Now this is the fig.
Now
we
this
talk
fig,
about in the Bible.
yeah, now this fig, you see they are now producing. We've been eating it for so long, since we planted. It's also very productive. Eh?
Yes.
So very nice fruits. They are soft. This is a guava.
Oh.
But this one has not yet started fruiting.
Yeah.
We just pruned it so that we get now fruits. So I can say, but we have one which we have been eating.
That's something else.
This is dragon fruit.
Oh, dragon fruit. I almost said it's cactus.
No, it looks
It's
like
dragon.
Yeah, it looks like a cactus, but this is dragon fruit.
Because there's somebody who is saying that, for me, I don't have this concrete and all that, but this is great improvisation.
Yeah, when you have containers, you can improvise them and use them.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
as even a way of managing plastics. It's just the other day, it was World Environmental Day.
Yeah, so you
and
can
we're
make
talking
use
about
of them.
made plastics. So this is a good way to reuse them.
Yeah, reuse when you have them. Of course, we are saying end plastics, but when you have them, instead of dumping them, you can reuse them. I do my when I wake up in the morning, I walk around here.
Yes.
Like that's my exercise for like almost an hour. I go around jogging and walking.
Yeah.
I enjoy the whole. Like for me, this jog, it's really an enjoyable thing because I am passing the fruits. I'm passing through this kitchen garden.
Yeah.
I really enjoy my mornings. When I'm working from home.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like during lunchtime, I walk around. In the evening, I just walk around and really enjoy the environment. I feel like I'm at home, but I'm here.
You see, Liz, you're such a very busy person because of the position you hold in the society.
Yeah.
How are you able to balance this? Maybe there is a woman who is wondering, how can I manage this? You are a mother, you are a researcher,
No, I have to work with people. I have to work with people to support it because I can't be doing this all this alone.
Time.
So I supervise, but I'm not the one who is doing the.
Yeah.
So I get people to do it for me.
Yeah.
So I supervise. I own it, but I get people to help me.
But you're saying something very paramount because there are many people who are slyly saying that wapi kazi serikali saidia, So you can also be an employer.
Yeah,
You're an employer already.
Because I employ people to come and do.
So
but
the moment you have such an initiative, also you are an employer.
Yeah, because I work with people, I employ people.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm so proud of what you're doing and I really appreciate is for you being a public health officer. We always advocate for having kitchen gardens. Now you're leading from the front.
Yes.
You've done it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, you've heard it's all about creativity, it's all about innovation. It is possible. Just that empty jerry can, that plastic, you can cut it and have some plants there. It's going to save you a lot of costs for buying fruits and vegetables, but more to that, it's going to to feed your family, to supply your family with a lot of nutrients, and even saving money during these hard economic times. It's going to have your family a lot of your money. And now, Dr. Liz, as we come to an end, or we conclude our conversation, where is the future? Where do you see Kenya maybe a few years for more in terms of nutrition, in terms of food justice?
Yeah, it's difficult to predict because we really need good governance. But for us to get to where we should get, for us to end hunger, we need good governance. And so we need to keep engaging the government. And like I said, I talked about Zero Hunger Initiative. One of the things that we do, we are creating agency amongst communities, really engaging them also about their rights, but also supporting them to be able to engage the policymakers for advocating for good practices, good governance in the government. So really, it's about continuously holding the government accountable, and then also engaging the government to be able to understand the needs of communities and for them to see what they need to do. So we have to keep doing this work, engaging communities, engaging the government to influence policies and to influence the practice.
Yes.
If that happens, then we can talk of zero hunger by 2030.
By 2030.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Liz, for your time and even hosting us and leading from the front. You've shown us as a nutrition researcher, you've really seen what is willing to do. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know what Dr. Liz has been challenging us is you can all have a kitchen garden somewhere. You can start from somewhere and you grow from there. Either you are in the urban area or you're in the rural area, you can have something. You can have some fruits, you can have some vegetables, you can have some tubers, you can have something. Just take the first step. And with that, that is all the time that we had. Thank you so much for being here. Keep on subscribing. This is Sherry, the Preventionist Show. We've been reminded food is supposed to be adequate, nutritious, and also safe. Stay safe. But before we go, Dr. Liz,
Yes.
here we end in a particular way.
Okay.
Prevention is better and cheaper than cure all the time. Can we add together? Prevention is better and cheaper than cure all the time. All the time. It's small doable actions making a big difference in health. Stay safe.